Hi guys, welcome to the 𝚂𝙾𝙲𝙸𝙰 experience. I'm here with Emma today. We're doing Emma's wedding journey, and it's been a long journey through 2020. We've dealt with Corona and all sorts of lockdowns in Melbourne, which has caused a lot of issues with Emma's wedding planning, and we're 1 week out. Are you excited, Emma?
Woo! I'm excited, but I'm really nervous, like crazy nervous.
Right. Well, that's probably understandable with 1 week to go.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to be this nervous. I've been nervous for weeks, but this week I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is it. I'm getting married this week.
So what are you nervous about? Are you nervous about, are you making the wrong decision, or are you nervous, just
not nervous,
excitement nervous?
I'm excited. It's definitely excitement. I'm definitely not going to walk away. No, that's not the issue. I'm 14 years in. I'm ready to go. No, it's more the ceremony. I think it's always sort of been a thing, as I spoke previously, is that I'm a bit nervous about walking down the aisle and everyone looking at me. I do not like being centre of attention. So that's why I do this job, because I'm never centre of attention.
Yeah, fair enough.
So being on the other side is a bit different for me. So I think it's just that, and just, it's not to do with anything going wrong, because I know things are going to go wrong. So that's what I'm not nervous about. I trust everyone that's going to be there to do the right thing and make sure it looks amazing.
You've got a great wedding planner, so it's all right.
I know, I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that sort of nerves, but I think it's excitement as well, just all wrapped up in one.
Yeah. And what about BJ? How's he feeling?
Oh, he's casual as.
Yeah.
Calm as. I'm like, you don't have to do anything this week. All you have to do is make sure he gets dressed on the day, and that's about it.
Yeah. So what's he organised? His suit, and that's about it, wasn't it?
Pretty much. And he left that to the last minute as well. So yeah, he's had a pretty cruisy ride when it comes to organising the wedding. But I think he's really excited this week. He's been, getting excited with me. So he doesn't understand why I'm nervous. He's pretty chilled with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So no,
he might be nervous on the day. Sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah,
and then
I think we might flip. I think I'll be fine on the day and he'll be the opposite. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Look, you just don't know.
No, you don't.
And you've done lots of good planning, so hopefully everything goes well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So how is the planning going? It's been a while since we've had a chat about what's happening. Have you got stuff still you've got to do? Have you had any issues along the way in the last few months, just finishing off planning and stuff like that?
Planning's been pretty good. I think I'm pretty casual when it comes to planning. This sounds horrible because this is what I do as a job, but because I do it as a job, I don't feel the pressure of having to do it a lot earlier than most people do. So I think we have probably left a couple of things to the last minute. We've been running around doing extra things for floor plans and double checking things, where we went out to the venue a couple of weeks ago and just did our last final measurements and things like that. So it's definitely been going good. Getting to the pointy end here where it's sort of like I need to make sure the floor plans are 100% correct, all the running sheets are 100% correct. So the running sheets are the things that gives me the most anxiety, I think, because it's making sure things are 100% what they should be on the day. Because you want every supplier to understand what needs to be done. Yeah. But it's fine. It's getting there. It's just people throwing things last minute. So it's those sort of things that sort of go, I've got to resend it to all the suppliers again. But it's getting there.
So do you feel organised?
Yes and no.
What does that mean?
I'm pretty much organised. I think I'm never going to be organised to where I want to be. I think there's always going to be a couple of things I haven't sort of done, but everything's pretty much there, and I've got to let go of all that because I'm so OCD with everything. I can't control everything. Yeah. And I guess what's made it hard, especially for Emma working at Feel Good Events, is not only is she planning her own wedding, but restrictions have eased a little bit, and the events industry is slowly starting to pick up. So it means there's been a bit more interest in people having their own parties. So I know from being her boss that she's been busy organising everybody else's events, and so her own wedding's sort of been pushed to the side. Yes. And it sort of frustrated me as helping her plan it, because she seems, it's great that she's worrying about everybody else's weddings and functions, but it's sort of been hard. And so everything from our point of view, from an organising point of view, I feel it's been left a bit to the last minute. Yeah. But because we do it all the time, I'm not too concerned about it. It's exactly what's been happening. I'm crazy and I'm working the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before my wedding, and then having Thursday, Friday off. So for most brides, they'll normally have the week before off their wedding. So, and I've been crazy busy those 3 days, and I'll have 2 days quickly to finish everything else. So I'm going home, working on the wedding, and then go to bed and then waking up again. So it's been a pretty, it's going to be a pretty crazy week this week. So have you had any issues pop up? Is anything like guests saying they can't make it due to, travel restrictions and all those sorts of things, or anything like that? Or not travel restrictions. I've had a couple that can't come because they're in New Zealand, and we kind of knew that from quite early on at the start of the year. We just thought it wasn't going to happen. We've had a couple of people pull out last minute for other commitments, which is totally fine. So we've gone down, I think, about 3 or 4 guests, but that's totally fine. That's going to happen. Things happen.
Yeah.
The only major issue we have this week is that the weather, unfortunately, is not looking too great, which I knew was going to happen. I had the backup plan already to go, but it's sort of like, oh, I'm a bit, upset I have to put it into place, but you just have to wear it, go along with it, and just change all your plans. So
what have you changed then? Because obviously your ceremony was going to be outside. Are you still not? Are you still going to do it outside, or
it will be outside? So we have a grass area, but we're going to actually put a marquee up. So the marquee will be there to cover not just for the rain, but also for the wind, because we're down near the beach. The wind will also be a major factor. That's right. So you just need to consider both of those things. It's not always just the rain that's the issue. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that everyone was going to be mostly undercover. So we'll put a marquee in, and we'll have to decorate the marquee now. So we'll need to go back and organise what other decorations we'll be doing. So
more stuff to do.
There's more stuff for Marcus to do, the poor thing, on the day, but these things you have to do, and we have to do this last minute. I think that's sometimes what makes it a bit more difficult the week of, because you're having to change plans that you've had in place for a while, and you're going, now I've got to think of what I'm going to do and change my thought process. So it's those things as well. Changing the floor plan that I spent hours doing, I have to redo again. Yeah. But these things happen, and I'm not too stressed about the rain. You know what? If I can get married and there's no COVID restrictions, I'm totally happy. Yeah. Yeah.
So you've obviously got your dress. You got your dress now?
I've got my dress. Picked up my dress last Thursday. So I had my final fitting. Thank goodness it fit, because they sometimes have to do a rush alteration if it doesn't fit. But I had nothing really too crazy to change, just I'm pretty short, so I had to have the length taken up, maybe just a little bit. Yeah. But besides, I had nothing waist-wise that needed to be changed. So got all that. It's in my wardrobe at home. BJ hasn't peeked at it yet. I'm pretty naughty for having it in my house. Yeah, but
that's all right.
It's okay.
And venue is all organised. Everything's going well with the planning for that.
Yeah, venue's totally fine. As I said, I'm OCD, so I've sent them a full list of exactly what they need to do on the day. The poor things. They're probably thinking, oh my goodness, this is so different from what I'm used to. Yeah. So they're all organised, ready to go. Celebrant's all organised. Yeah, she's been awesome. Have our final meeting tonight, and then we're ready to go. Speeches, yes, they are all good. I'm not doing a speech. BJ is. He's read it to me about 5 times, so we're all good across that.
Okay, yeah. Yes. And who else is doing speeches?
So I've got bridesmaids, so there'll be one of the bridesmaids talking on behalf of all 3. Yeah. And then we've got also a groomsman on behalf of all groomsmen, and then my mum and BJ's mum are going to talk as well.
Okay, that'll be good.
Yeah.
And entertainment?
Yes, organised.
Yeah. A few surprises in there.
For you? I'm not sure if we should talk about that until after.
But entertainment's all sorted?
Yeah, entertainment's all sorted, so we've got all that organised on the nights. We've got a couple of things we're doing before the main party area will happen. So there's a couple of things happening, but we won't say it out loud because we don't want people to know. Yeah. But yes, it's all locked and loaded.
Yep, okay. And flowers, big thing?
Flowers, big thing, yes. So flowers all sorted. I've got Nat from Foxy Evergreen doing them. I trust Nat 100%, so I'm not concerned about that at all. I think that's the best thing. I trust all my suppliers, so I have no angst or I'm not nervous about any of what their work will be like. I know the work will be quite good, so I'm not concerned.
Yeah, and the good thing is, obviously, because we do weddings and events all the time, we know what issues can pop up on the day, so we're already preempting what could potentially happen. Yep. And Emma's also organised another person to be like function manager on the day, as well as the venue run their own function. They worry about the food and drinks, that side of things, but we've organised somebody else just to do everything else, because there's so much things that pop up on the day, as you know. Yep. And even just before the wedding, while the ceremony's on, there'll be music and stuff, people showing up to set things up and do all that sort of stuff. So just having somebody coordinate all that means less stress for everybody else. Yep. And simple things, operation things on the night, and then helping with the pack up and all that sort of stuff.
I think everyone needs that sort of person to rely on. I think you need to have someone you trust that can do those little things. And I'm just talking small things, like I've got a loved one table and I have all their frames and all their things on there that are things that I'm going to bring to the venue, but I need someone else to set up, because you're not going to have time to do it on the day. And the venue, it's not their responsibility either. So I think a lot of brides would be best to consider someone that they know of that could do that sort of thing, or hire someone professional to do it for them.
That's right. And the decor side of things, obviously Feel Good Events is helping out there.
Just a little bit.
You're happy with the planning for that so far?
That's horrible. No,
You haven't seen what we're going to do yet. One balloon.
Yeah, one balloon. We've got a plan in place, but whatever Marcus wants to do on the day is what will happen.
No, it's not like that.
Please, I've worked with you for a long time.
Yeah. For some reason, I've been being called the bridezilla, and I don't understand
And
it. Anyway,
I'm the calm one, and you're like, come on, we need to do this.
Yeah. So last week, what's left to do? What do you got to do this week? Big week, apart from working a few days.
Yeah. Just celebrant meeting tonight, making sure I've got all the little bits and pieces ready to be dropped off on Friday, because I'll go to the venue on Friday to drop them all off so they're ready to go on Saturday. I just need to pop into the shops and grab a couple of little things.
Yep.
Just making sure the running sheet's up to date. Everyone's got that. I'll probably make sure that I send that out on Thursday night so that I know that nothing will change.
Yeah.
But besides that, that's about it, I think. There's nothing too major. A couple of things here that we need to do to make sure things are ready. So I'm roping in my mum and my nan to come help.
Yeah. It's a bit of free labour is always a good
God
thing.
love them.
Yeah.
So they're going to come in and help and do a couple of things as well. So it's nice for them to be involved. It's really nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so no major issues. Everything is great. You've had no problems.
Jinx me. Don't say that loud.
I'm not jinxing you. You'd think your boss would have given you the week off, wouldn't you? The week of your wedding.
So.
You know.
Well, I probably would have come in anyway because I'm a bit OCD. I have to make sure my clients are all happy as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, well, from a decor point of view, yes, there's definitely lots going on. We've been spending the last few weeks getting things together, making things, getting extra stock delivered.
Lots of stock coming in.
Yeah, bigger than Ben-Hur. The biggest issue we've got this week is how we're going to get it all done in the time frame, and also get all the equipment there, because we've obviously got other jobs on as well. So trucks and logistics are always a big thing.
Yes, that's my main job.
That's always a fun thing at Feel Good Events. But I think we're on the way to getting that all sorted out.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
And
fingers crossed. It's nothing
on the day
major.
We've got a team of about 12 coming in to do the setup, and we've got between 9 and 4 p.m. to get everything done before the ceremony. So fingers crossed we can get it all done in that time. And look, we've planned for the best, and hopefully it all runs smoothly and we get it all done. And then, back in time for the ceremony, and Emma won't have to worry about the setup. We're letting her have that day off, which is good.
Thank goodness. I'll actually be able to relax on that day. I'll be like, oh, it's all over.
That's right. I'll be frazzled in the corner, but that's okay.
Yeah, you'll be rocking in the corner.
And then, hopefully the night will kick on and we'll go from there. So. Yeah. All right, well, thanks, Emma, for having a catch-up with us for the week of your wedding. It's all very exciting. Can't believe we've been talking about this for well over 12 months and having, as we say, COVID and all that sort of thrown in there. We weren't even sure if it was going to happen at one point.
That's true,
But the gods have shined on us, and it's definitely looking like it's all going to go ahead. The weather's the only iffy thing at this stage, but we can deal with that. That's the least of our issues. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, fingers crossed, and we all have a good night. So we will be having our last podcast will be a catch-up after the wedding, about a week or so after the wedding. We'll let Emma have a bit of time with her new husband, and then when she comes back to work, we'll catch up again and discuss all the things that did go well, didn't go well, all the crazy stuff that happened, and find out all the final nitty-gritties of the event. So thanks for listening, and tune in to Partyology Experience again next time. Thank you.